Do I need more sun? Do I need more solar panels? Do I need more batteries? We're going to answer that question and more today in the video.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Mark's Life 101. I'm Mark, and this is my life.
You got to start somewhere, and obviously, of course, I need all of these things. I need more solar panels and more sun and more batteries, of course. So when you're doing it cheap like I am, a little bit at a time, and learning with the solar stuff, you have to buy a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and as you can afford it. So today we're going to add more batteries to our battery bank. I have 4 12-volt LiPo 4 batteries currently running a 48-volt system. We're going to add 4 more. I was able to find a really good deal on the Time USB brand, and these have been pretty good since I got them, so I ended up getting 4 more. I got those for around $116 a piece, which is pretty awesome in my opinion for these batteries, because I think I paid almost $250 a piece for these Power Queens that I bought, the very first ones I bought. So stick around, let's add 4 more batteries and let's see what happens. Okay, so let's just get these opened up and see what they look like. They come in, FedEx brought them today, and only took seemed like maybe 4 days from the time I ordered them to them showing up here at the Homestead. Best I remember, these come packaged in 2 separate boxes, so no, I guess I'm wrong. They do come packaged in some very thick, dense styrofoam, so this one is upside down. That's okay. And there they are. I'm sure you've seen people open boxes before, so we're going to open all these up and get them moved over to where the other batteries are and get ready to install them. Okay, I got them all over here and set with the other batteries. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a multimeter and we're going to check the amperages of each battery and see how close they are. Having battery equalizer on the back 4 batteries, the ones that I've been using, and I found that if you don't have that, you end up with some issues, and so that is on there. Now apparently you're supposed to be able to use 1 battery equalizer for multiple batteries, but I feel like that I'm going to have a second one for the second set of batteries, so that will be something we'll be trying to get ordered. There's a diagram to show you how to hook up 8 12-volt batteries to it, but I can't find where anybody has done it or a better diagram that's easier to understand. Let's see if you can focus in on that. But that's what comes with these equalizers, and it's kind of hard to understand it. So like I say, I haven't seen anybody actually do it, so until I do, I'm going to just put 1 on each set. I think that would probably be what works best for me. Anyways, let's get on to checking out these batteries. Okay, hopefully you can see the multimeter right there. And let's just check the first one. It's 13.21. The second one is 13.27. The third one, 13.22. And the fourth one over here, 13.35. So the fourth one's just a little bit more powered up than the rest of them, but they're pretty close, so I think we'll be okay to go ahead and get these batteries hooked up. So let's do that. Inside the box, in the styrofoam, is the bolts and the caps for each battery, so that's pretty cool. So we'll get those opened up. I have some cables here, but I think I'm actually going to need a few more cables. These are not the ideal cables that I'd like to be using, but they seem to be working great with those back there. So we'll start out with these, and I have more cable. I just got to get more ends to make the bigger cable like this, and I'd rather have the bigger cable on it if at all possible. All right, so we're just going to zoom through this and get these hooked up. Obviously, before I start hooking these batteries to the rest of the system, I'm going to cut all this off and make sure there's no possible way that I can get shocked from it. But let's do that now. So we'll disable the solar panels and we will cut the power off and let it draw down, and then everything will be off. The only thing that will still be working will be the shunt, and that's because it's hooked straight into the batteries, but that won't cause a problem for us. I will be hooking these up in series, which is positive, negative, positive, negative, positive to negative, and then have one positive on each end and one negative on the other end, and put that in parallel into my solar system here. Okay, I will be making cables to go from this battery to this battery and this battery to this battery to parallel them in. I thought I had enough cables here, but I guess I don't. So I think I got enough to make those two cables. So we'll be doing that here in just a minute. But for now, let's get back to hooking them up. Alright, next thing we got to do is we got to make the big cables to go from this set of 48 to that set of 48. But actually, I think before I do that, we're going to get the multimeter back out. This is a Kaiweets. It's Kaiweets multimeter, and this thing is so awesome. I've seen another YouTuber using it, and I ordered one, and I got it. I told my friend Farmer about it. He ended up getting one. I think he really likes his too. But I'll leave a link to that down below if you're interested in getting one of those. They're not too expensive. All right, so let's see what this 48 battery bank looks like. And there we are. Oops, stay up there. It's 53. Stay in there. Well, anyways, it's 53.08 or 09. 53.08 or 09. If you can see that on there. So that we're pretty good to go on that. Just for reference, let's check the back one just to see. And it's 54.03. So I know you can't see that. I apologize. Alright, we're ready to make the next set of cables and get these hooked into the system, and hopefully we'll have more power that will last longer and last us well into the night, into the evening. I made the choice to buy more batteries first because I have enough solar panels normally on a good sunny day to run everything in my house that's hooked to the solar. Obviously, I don't have things like the stove, the water heater, or the central heat and air. I don't have those on solar. They still run off grid power. But I don't use my central heat and air. I have 3 mini splits in my house, and I got videos on those if you want to check them out. And they do an awesome job and barely use any electricity compared to the central unit. The maximum electricity that each mini split uses is 1500 watts, and you don't see that very much. Most of the time they run around 700-800 watts, something like that, and maybe even lower sometimes once the house is cool. And it does a really good job of keeping my house cool and warm in the winter. So I will leave a link down below to those, and you can go check those out. They are APOODR, APO Doctor, I think is how you say it. Brand. I have put in 4 of those here on my homestead. 1 at the church, and 2 more of other brands, but of just that one APOODR brand, I put 4 in and had a really great service out of them. Now, the last one I put in, I did have an issue with, and hopefully we can get that straightened out. But it does a really good job cooling, but it will not swap over to heat for some reason. And unfortunately, I bought it in the summer and didn't really realize that the heat part wasn't working until it was too late to send it back. So probably just bite the dust on that one, maybe put it out in the shop or something for air conditioner in the summer. But I'll definitely have to put another one in for heat during the winter, I think. So all right, let's get on with what we're doing today and get these cables made.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to show you the rest of me making this video because something happened with my audio and video in the making of the rest of this video, and so I'm just going to try and sum it up for you from here. You didn't miss very much, but I ended up making these cables. Let me turn you around and I'll show you what's going on. Alright, I ended up making cables to go from the positive to positive there, and a temporary one to go on the negative to negative on this side. I fired the system up. It seems to be working pretty good. Batteries seem to be holding good state of charge with each other. So pretty much that's my video on putting my batteries together. Over the next couple weeks or days, I'll try these out and see how they do and see what gains I get out of them. I'm sure I'm doubling from 100 amp hours to 200 amp hours, so definitely should get more power, more service out of the system, and I'll let you know how that goes. But thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe and follow along if you'd like to find out more about what I'm doing with solar here. Hey, I'm just learning, so you can learn with me. If you got any comments, put them down at the bottom. I realize I'm not a professional, so be kind with your comments. We're learning together. So all right, we'll see y'all in the next video, and God bless you.